25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. On first down, it's Gurley. And not much room to operate as they get this up only to about the 41. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Touchdown, Falcons. Luke Steicher, 59 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. To the right side and complete to Thomas. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Nice move at the 40, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Carolina.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down.
Pass complete.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater eluding the pressure, and he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 43 yards that time.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
The first down run with Gurley, a good one. He gets forward for 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
off the play fake. Here's Ryan.
36 yards line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. It is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From the 17, Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Now Ryan, his 2nd touchdown pass of this opening quarter. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Falcons 14, Panthers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now left side on the swing pass. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple on 4th and 3rd down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Panthers.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They go play action now. Ryan. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. They run out of the shotgun. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Point after.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, Costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, Bridgewater again. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. This is caught at the 20. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Able to slither by. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On second and 9, Bridgewater trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
At the 22-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Play action. It's Ryan. He's got it. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Falcons. Calvin Ridley. 70 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing again, Bridgewater on second and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Carolina.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.